What is up, YouTube? It is Sunday. So time for the weekly flea market video game recap video. Let's dive right into it. I got there around 7, so I got there actually about a half hour before it normally opens. But I talked to a vendor actually that had a bunch of video game stuff that I hadn't seen there before. He says he actually used to come to the market all the time. I hadn't been there a long time, but he told me that they get there actually at 6 and set up, and it's a lot cheaper. I think it's like $5 for the vendors if they get there at 6. Whereas I think they charge 10 or 20 if you set up later, something like that. But he told me he had a bunch of 64 games, and they were $5 each, and he already sold them to one guy. So I think some dude scooped up a bunch of good games. Even though I got there earlier than normal, someone beat me even earlier there. But I think it's another guy that sets up a table booth with like games that owns a game store. I think I've mentioned this in the other videos. But I mean, I don't think I'm gonna get up at 6. It's freaking still dark at that time, and there's gonna be like hardly anybody set up that market, so it's kind of it's sucky, but that's what it is. But yeah, I've been kind of wanting to get some 64 games, but I just don't ever see them there because they all get scooped up before I get to the market. But I do find some stuff I do like. I gotta stop buying Guitar Hero PS2, but I keep seeing it for $1, and it's like, it's not a terrible game, but I know that game's only probably worth about like $3, but if I can sell it for 3, I'll triple my money, or I can at least get it for $1 and maybe trade it off to someone that wants it for playing Guitar Hero. Or if I find a PS2 guitar for cheap, I can bundle it with that and sell it for like $10. Anywho, depending on whatever I pick the guitar for. Anyhow, enough babbling. Let's talk about what we got here. So first table I actually found had actually these 3 games. Little kids were selling their games for like $3 each. I was expecting them to be like $2, but they wanted 3. And then the mom's like, you can do 2 for $5 if you want. I'm like, all right, that's pretty cool. So $2.50 basically each. And what's funny is they were supposed to give me this one for 2, but I gave him 10, and he only gave me 2 back. So I actually paid 3 for it. Oh well, it's okay. I'm not upset, but I've been wanting to get this for the Wii. Another pretty good like Mario sports game. So $2.50 and 3. I really didn't want to pay 3 though, because like there's no cover art or anything. It's really just a loose game, but I know that's worth more than 3. I'm pretty sure Indiana Jones 2 is really like a $3 game, and I don't know what Batman goes for. It's maybe like 5 or 6. Anyhow, I have Rock Band 3 already. I don't have Rock Band 1, so add that to the collection. It was $1. Excuse me. I keep seeing like tons of like iCarly and Pets like Wii games, like just no offense, but kind of like shovelware girly games. So it's kind of hard to find actually like good like Mario ones. Like I saw one vendor with like New Super Mario Bros. And they wanted 10 for it, and I already have 2 copies. I just don't need it. And 10s are pretty close to the price, and I just don't need to pick up more copies. I need to try to sell, to make a couple bucks. I'm just kind of picking up stuff that either I don't have in my collection or stuff that I think I may be able to trade off towards something better. Don't need to keep picking up duplicates and triplicates like I'm doing with Guitar Hero, but I picked these up for $1, and they have the manuals and the artwork in them, so that's that. $1 for even a case isn't terrible, but $1 for Tony Hawk Pro Skater 3. I think there's like 1 million copies of Tony Hawk 3, but I actually might keep that to play on the Wii. So yeah. Let's see. Actually, I got this. It's a nice little 3DS XL case. Pretty cool. Got the little Mario coins on there for a zipper. Got a little bit of like pet hair on there, but not too bad. I actually am going to keep this because at some point I am going to get probably like 3DS XL. So that'll probably be what I put my thing in. But the guy I got that from, he had a bin with a bunch of stuff, and I was actually looking at this originally because I was wondering if it was the Blu-ray version of it, because I've actually been watching little clips and stuff of this on YouTube. It's actually a pretty good series. What was funny is I opened this thing up when I was looking at it, Which side does it open? Here, this side. I opened it up and I was like looking at it and I was like, alright. Looks like it's got everything right. Oh wait. It's missing one disc. There's actually even more in there. So there's one disc missing. I'll probably look on eBay and see if I can find it on there. I think which disc was it? 6, 5, 4, 3. I think it's disc 2. So it's not too far into the series. But anyhow, yeah, nice steel collector's series case. Kit Kat's playing with a little toy there. Get it. There you go. And then I got this. Oh, so there's a little story in this. I asked her how much. Now, usually most people are like $5 a controller. She's like $3. I'm like, all right, that's pretty good a price already. I actually like the Mad Catz controllers. They're like a little smaller, just feel a little more comfortable. And this one's actually in pretty good shape too. I've seen a lot that are like kind of just trashed. And it's not just a gray color too, so not a bad deal. I asked if she'd do 2, and she's like, nope. I'm like, okay, all right. And then what's funny is I'm handing the cash drawer, and I look, and when I'm handing the cash across the table, I see the Logitech here in 1080. And now this had a bunch. I try to show it in the light here, but you can kind of see right where the fingernail reflection on that is. Bottom left corner, there's like a little white little scuff or something on there. I'm gonna tap on my phone and get it to focus. Oh, that's worse. But anyhow, it was kind of dirty all over the lens, so I basically wiped it off of my shirt, but I showed her it was dirty and everything, and she's like, just give me $2. I'm like, oh, you'll do 2 on this? I was like, in my mind, I'm like, oh, won't do 2 on that, but you'll do 2 on this. This is actually, I think I remember selling these back when I was working retail. The 1080 ones, I wanted to say were like 59 or 79, somewhere in that ballpark, but yeah, I'll be upgrading my 720 camera to 1080 for my stream. Yep. So nice little pickup there. Basically $5 for a controller and a 1080 web camera. And Logitech stuff tends to hold up pretty well, so I don't think there's going to be any issues with that working. So, yeah. Alright, well that's pretty much it. I think I went over everything I got here. More Guitar Hero games. I'm going to hopefully trade those off. I don't have a lot of GameCube stuff because I don't have actually a GameCube. I've been kind of doing it through the Wii because honestly the Wii has built-in GameCube pretty much on it. The only game I'd want to get really for GameCube is Smash Brothers. And maybe Double Dash. I think those are the two I'd kind of want to have. Other than that, not too much. I actually had a GameCube back in the day and I played the heck out of it. I think I played like Soul Calibur on it and a few other things, but yeah, I mean, there's a lot of really good fighting games out there on other platforms. Like, if I was really into fighting games, I'd pick up Injustice 2 right now. Actually looks kind of good. But I'm not a huge fighting game guy because, like, it's all about combo, execution, and reflexes. And, like, I used to play Street Fighter back in the day, Mortal Kombat, and I can hold my own, but I'm not any pro or anything at it. But, yeah, kind of sidetrack story there. But anyhow, folks, I hope you're having a great weekend. It is hot as blazes here in Florida. It's like 90-something. I am tired. I got to wrap this up and probably rest for a little bit. But thanks for tuning in. As always, feel free to smash that like button, leave a comment down below, and I will catch you next week. Bye-bye.